G'day guys, Callum from TPM here. Today we're going to talk about the importance of warming up before a race. So the reason I'm talking about this today is that I feel that a lot of people don't really warm up before their big event, which is unfortunate because it's actually significantly decreasing your maximal potential. So slowing you down, making you go slow, not making you perform as well. So there's a couple of reasons for this, is that namely the big one is your aerobic system isn't ready to work at what you want to when you run. So you go from resting heart rate, resting aerobic usage, which is quite low because we're just sitting here breathing normally, then the gun goes, or the beeper goes, and then you're up running relatively fast in the space of like a second or two. So our aerobic system can't just go, okay, I'm just gonna switch on, the heart rate's gonna go from like 60 to all the way up to more than double under a second. That just doesn't happen. So you kind of need to bring your heart rate from, instead of being here to here, try and have it here. So it's less of the gap it needs to travel. So that means that when you're running for that first 2 or 3 minutes that it takes your heart rate to come up, you're effectively running anaerobically for 3 whole minutes. And that gap that you've had to go to, you're gonna have to make that up somewhere in the run, which will have to be, you're gonna have to drop your top end, you're gonna have to slow it down a little bit, or near the end, you're gonna really be struggling because you haven't been aerobic for as long. Secondly, when you don't do any type of warm-up, you're just sitting there and you're sitting down, your muscles aren't used to what we need to do. So with running, it's a lot of storing energy and taking off. So it's like, think of it like skipping in a sense. So if you haven't primed your legs to be able to accept your entire body weight and take off again, and you've just got cold legs, it's going to really impact our top speed and also our running economy, because it's going to be really inefficient for us having to really take off with every stride. So in your warm-up, you should also incorporate some stride-throughs, some skips, some hops, some bounds, any variation. So that's the other second one that's really important. And the third one, and this is just for me personally, and I feel like it might be for some of you as well, is you burn some of that nervous energy away. So I'm always pretty excited for the big race day. Done all this training, all this tapering. So you want to make sure you do well, and that can be a bit hard. So if I go for a bit of a jog, a bit of a warm-up, it kind of settles me down, which really makes it easier for me to focus when it comes to my big race. So just the recommendation is do 10 minutes of warm-up before your race. Don't make it too slow, do it moderately paced. We want a bit of elevated breathing, we want some sweating, Townsville's not hard. And we also want to incorporate some bounding, leaping, skipping to try and prime up your ankles and your lower limb to be able to be ready to store energy and propel. So, guys, if you're doing all your training, don't shoot yourself in the foot come big race day and just stand around. Do your 10 minutes warm-up.